יש כאן כמעט 5 מעלות, ואנחנו החלטנו...
מינוס, לנסות להרגיש.
כן.
איך הם הרגישו.
איך הם הרגישו בגטו כשהיה להם כזה קר ושהם סבלו.
אז מה שאנחנו נעשה זה פשוט נוריד כמה שיותר שכבות, ונשב לפחות דקה שלמה, ופשוט ננסה להרגיש את זה, אוקיי?
אז יאללה.
A disturbing scene. 4 students sitting on the train tracks at the Majdanek Memorial. Obviously placed on the ground, the camera is depicting the group from a low angle. It documents an experiment. This performance is not part of an official tour, but rather solely enacted for the mobile phone camera. Its main objective is to create an experience through a specific corporal experimental setting. This experimental setting clearly adopts elements from established commemorative practices.
מה, כאילו גם נעליים, הכל כאילו?
הכל נעליים.
לא, הוריד נעליים.
דוד, תורידו עוד שכבה. תישארו רק עם החולצה השחורה שלה מתחת.
מה שבוע אחרונה?
אני עם גופייה.
3, 4,
מה אני מוריד?
טוב, די, תשבו, תנסו להרגיש.
מה להרגיש?
The students plan to stay in the cold for a whole minute, exactly the time frame of the sirens sounding on Holocaust Commemoration Day in Israel. They try to feel, using their body as a medium for commemoration.
This is not show. What are you doing?
A sudden interruption. Another tourist addresses the students from the side. This is not show. Show is bodies performing for a camera.
This for a movie.
If not, I will hold
Okay.
וואי, איזה כוח. תקשיבו, יראו אותו, טוב, הוכחנו שאנחנו
יכולים, די, תתלבשו. שמישהו יסגור את המצלמה!
Someone turned the camera off. With these words and an act of turning off the camera, the sequence and the experiment ends. We see a selfie video, which is used as a tool for producing a subjective and experiential commemorative setting. A selfie video that simultaneously is recorded by and performed for the camera. The participants turn into witnesses of themselves. They interact with the site, as well as with the photographic medium. This act of self-witnessing is not only an attempt to preserve an experience at the site, it is rather intended for creating this experience through a mediated experimental setting. Ever since Brianna Mitchell posted her controversial selfie from Auschwitz on Twitter, there is an ongoing debate whether it is appropriate to photograph oneself at disturbing heritage sites. Holocaust selfies are an awful thing. No selfie respect. Ignorant tourists insult Holocaust victims with 6 selfies at Auschwitz. #FromHell. When a selfie goes too far, how Holocaust memorial sites around Europe combat social media disrespect. Should Auschwitz be a site for selfies? Auschwitz visitors told to stop posing for disrespectful photos at Nazi death camp. Journalists, newspapers, online media, they all seem to have a clear position. Selfies at Holocaust memorials are not appropriate. The web, nevertheless, is full of those controversial selfies, but also other documentations of private visits at such disturbing heritage sites. Digital photographs which one has taken of oneself in a specific pose, at a specific place, or within a specific context are one of the most basic tools of self-centered, active, and through sharing also interactive engagement in the age of digital network media. Their function is not primarily to convey specific information, but to sense a feeling that arouses from the personal relation to a place, to other people, or events. The pictures place the users at a specific place, at a specific moment in time related to their physical environment and embedded into digital social networks. For media researcher Mark Nunes, such selfies at disturbing heritage sites have the potential of becoming an act of self-witnessing, In his digital project, Shapira, a German-Israeli artist and activist, displayed 12 photographs portraying tourists at the Berlin Memorial to the Murdered Jews of Europe, with related hashtags and comments. Photographs which he had discovered at public social media accounts on Facebook, Instagram, Tinder, and Grindr. Hovering with the cursor over the digital images, the original pictures on Shapira's page transformed into composites of the self-posing social media users with atrocity photographs from the liberated concentration camps. In doing so, Shapira intended to demonstrate to those visitors of the memorial what they were actually doing or how others might interpret what they were doing. The central feature of the project was therefore an "Undouche Me" button, making the photographed subjects realize their allegedly problematic performance and voice a regret on their ways of conduct at the memorial. After contacting him via email and apologizing, Shapira deleted the original pictures and the composites. Only a week later, all images vanished from the site, but they are still available on Google and in various online news media outlets. At the same time, however, the visual self-performances selected, displayed, and finally deleted by Shapira also demonstrate that this particular form and practice contributes to the ongoing engagement with and negotiation of Holocaust memory.
אוקיי, אז אנחנו הולכים עכשיו למה? למחנות השמדה? לאתר הנצחה?
לא יודעת,
לא,
אולי...
להיערכות קרובה? אנחנו ביער, את לא רואה מלא עצים?
אבל זה אתר השמדה, יש פה אתר השמדה.
With Uploading Holocaust, Sagi Bornstein and Udinir created the first documentary film entirely composed of user-generated audiovisual content on YouTube. These videos document organized visits by Israeli youth to atrocity sites and places of former Jewish life in Poland.
היי, עכשיו היה לנו פה טקס, כי זה באמת, עוד לא בכיתי, אבל לא שאני מחכה לזה או משהו, אבל הדמעות עמדו בגרון, זה באמת היה מרגש, וסוף סוף מהכלת ומתחילה לנו לחוש, ולהבין איפה אנחנו ומה קורה פה. זה קשה וזה היה עצוב.
The extensive use and appropriation of selfie videos and other audiovisual documentation of the journeys to Poland in Uploading Holocaust demonstrate the active engagement with the historical sites of atrocities during the Holocaust. Selfie videos constitute a mode of self-witnessing that adopts elements and strategies from established commemorative practices and reappropriates them in experimental arrangements produced for and through mobile devices. Cell phone cameras thereby become mnemotic tools that do not only document presence at the sites of commemoration, but rather inscribe the participant filmmakers into this memory. The digital device serves as a catalyst for experiences. Through this process of digital self-inscription, the visitors establish new relations with the history of the Holocaust, which can be shared and thereby become part of social media biographies.